my channel. This is Melissa, otherwise known as Mulissa or Mew, and today we're doing a very special build. This is a build that I did with Misstory. This is a fairground. She did the first half, a 32 by 64 plot, and then I did the other half of the 64 plot, another 32 by 64. So I had a lot of fun building this, and I think that's what really matters because I don't know how great it really turned it out in the end. I think I'm pretty happy with it, but I definitely think Misstory did a lot better. I found her side to be very mystical and magical, and just really the ambiance was just really nice. So make sure to check out her channel to watch her side of the building, or her side of the build. I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description below. But right now we are trying to build a carousel, which is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. It took me quite a while, as you can probably guess, because first I wanted to get like a rounded roof, and then I looked it up on Google and I was like, no, it has like a spire roof, but it just wasn't working for me, and I was like, no, this is all wrong. It's not held up on the outside like that. So I put in these, like, this is the closest I could get to a gold post. So I put that in, and I was trying to make it as colorful as possible. I found these things, and I thought they looked, you know, pretty okay. I kind of wish, you know, I had more of a round roof, or a round roof kind of like the bottom. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, well, okay. I guess I did have a round roof. Oh gosh. So anyway, yeah, this probably took up the most amount of my time building this carousel. And the funny part about it is that you ride on the horses, and the horses are just the toy horses, like, blown up. So if you play on this lot, there's a good chance that your kids are gonna go and try and pick up those horses to play with. So yeah, they're probably not gonna stay in place. They're probably gonna be picked up and played with and look pretty ridiculous when they do. So yeah, have fun with that if you happen to play with this. But this is on the gallery. You can download it. You can download it from Misstory's gallery, or you can download it from mine. Mine has the completed version on it, so, you know, you can find it on the gallery with the username Mulissa, M3WLISSA. So go ahead and check it out there. Also, if you guys are playing The Sims 3, please go ahead and check me out on The Sims 3 store. My username is MZABS, so you can find me and we can send each other gifts, because that's like my favorite thing to do. So I accept all my gifts on camera, so you would get kind of a little bit of a shout out if you did send it. So, and you can send a little message with it too, so that's kind of fun. Like I said, this carousel took up the most of my time. Just trying to get the colors right and trying to get like the poles where I wanted them to be all even, and then going through and putting in the horses, making sure they're all the right size. And I wish they came in different colors, but no. And I kind of thought of putting in different animals, like the rhinoceros or whatever it is, or the, you know, like the little blue guy, and the llama corn. I thought about putting those in, and the cat, but then I was like, no, I think that would just make it look a little too jumbly, because it's not actually a carousel. If it looks more like a carousel, then yes, I would include them, but since it's hardly a carousel to begin with, I thought I should just leave it as it is. So we stuck with the horses. My goodness, this song is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Wow. I just looked up happy on Epidemic Sound, and also I looked up amusement, and a lot of amusement park, excuse me, songs came up, and they were all pretty kind of ridiculous. So I don't know. The music gets a little more chill towards the end of the video, but starting off, I'm trying to make it as fair and, you know, carousel-like as possible. So that's why it's kind of goofy. Oh yeah, this took me a long time as well. Trying to get this right. Because you know how like rides are usually closed off. This was no different. Excuse me. I was trying to close it off. I don't know if I even got it completely proportionate, to be honest, so I apologize if it's not, because that would bother me as well. If it bothers you, it probably bothers me too, so I don't know. I still don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments down below what you think of the carousel, and if you don't like it and you want to put in something else, it's very easy. You can just select it and delete the whole thing. Very simple. So there's an there's an entrance and an exit gate, and then I was copying the same stone that Misstory had used on her side of the amusement park, or fairground, sorry. And yeah, I guess I'll kind of explain to you what my idea of a fair is. So every year around August, there's a county youth fair. Those of you who live in the United States are probably familiar with these. Those who don't, I don't know if you know what a county is. A county is like a region within a state that holds, you know, so many towns and so many cities together, and there's different, I guess, government for each county. Not like totally different government, but there's like representatives per county that will kind of represent that area. So they not the representatives, but each county usually holds a county youth fair, which usually entails some fair rides and some horse shows and some music festival going on. Lots and lots of vendors, especially fast food vendors. Lots of picnic tables, and there's these like barns that are like transformed into different like you walk through and it might be animals that people have bred, and you can like see and look at them and maybe sometimes pet them. And then there's also ones that are like full of art, or some that are full of just like stuff to buy, or maybe they're advertising like, hey, we are a construction company and we're really good at making this, so this is an example of what it would look like in your house, and that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a bunch of different things. I just made 2 of these barns. I made one for animals and one for art, kind of. So, or I guess projects. And usually there's hay inside those slots there, but that's just happened to be what I was able to grab. I didn't really think I would find, excuse me, any hay. And as you can tell, there's definitely a lack of animals. And a lack of color of animals. So we started off with Mama Cat and her kittens. 2 of them are feeding. And then we've got these information signs that would kind of tell a little bit about the owner and a little bit about the animal's names, how old they are probably, and what breed they are, all that good stuff. So that's what that is. And usually the owners have their own little area within the fence. I think they like, or maybe it's next to it, they have like a spot that they can like sit and take care of them, but I didn't really have room for that, and I didn't really think it would really make much sense in this particular build. And yes, we're putting in giraffes because there's so few animals to actually put in. Some owls, even though they're technically lights. Mama, Papa, and 2 baby owls. So that's fun. And then the last one, I couldn't find anything, so I did some llama corns, because llama corns are probably real in Sim World, because, you know, I don't know if you remember, or actually this is actually from The Sims 4, they'll go sports career, they'll go dressed up as a llamacorn mascot. And then these are some feed, different levels for different sized animals. And these barns are very plain. There's nothing really to them. I just put those in for light, but I can't even recall if there's actually windows in the barns. They're usually just lit up. So that's what that one is. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since about 6:30 finishing this build. I built this for about an hour last night. And then I came back to it this morning and finished it because I just got so frustrated. Last night I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no ideas of what I should put in here. I have all this space and I only have a crappy carousel and 2 barns of junk. So yeah, people will come and display their art. Usually it's like kids' art from their schools, from different art classes. The art teacher usually will pick the one, or I think it's the art teacher that picks the one that they think is the best, and then it gets featured at the county youth fair. So that's kind of what I was showing off there. And then I copied these vendor tables, and I thought it'd be cool to put some school projects in there because that's probably another thing that would be shown off. And later on I put in some stacks of books, so if people had like written a book or like it was a project pamphlet or something like that, that's what I put in there. And then looks like we're connecting the path here, and I'm very not good at paths. Like, I'm not good at building in general, so this was a really difficult build for me. I had a lot of fun, but it was very difficult for me to do, so it was a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I still had fun. That's what matters. So sorry, it's a little bit funky. Usually when you go in, it's open, the barn is open all the way from the front to the back, and you just walk back around. You walk like kind of go in one barn, go in the front of one barn, come out the back, go in the back of the other barn, come out the front, and just kind of make your way through zigzag your way through the barns. So that's why there's a path back there. And I shoved a bathroom in the corner because usually the bathrooms at the fair that I go to are not very well spotted. There's one in the main square, but it's kind of hidden, and I don't know, it's just hard to find a bathroom when you go to the fair, so I kind of just shoved that in the back. This I was thinking could be like people's flowers and vegetables that they had grown and were showing off at the fair, so I copied the signs and put those in there too, so you could kind of read about the plants, because I can imagine it would have like the name, like the scientific name of the plants, you know, what kind it is, all that stuff, and then a sign that kind of would be like no picking the flowers, and then a sign that would probably say something like art gallery in here, and that one would probably say, you know, animal farm or whatever, petting zoo or something like that. And then I thought some foliage would probably look pretty good there, so we just went ahead and stuck some trees in that little center area. Looking back, I probably could have had the path closer to the buildings and saved some space, but at the same time, I didn't really have much stuff to, stuff to add, so yeah. Let's see. Trying to remember what's happening. Food stands. This idea got kind of switched. At first I thought I would do a line of food stands because that's kind of what it's like at my fair that I go to. There's just a long line, and there's like a block of food where it's just vendor next to vendor next to vendor next to vendor, and you can get like buckets of fries and a huge like gallon of lemonade with a straw and just crazy stuff like that. So I was just trying to put that in, and behind part of the, and scattered everywhere, are white picnic tables at my fair. So I was kind of doing that and then drawing my horrible path. So there's that. I think I'm gonna like quit pretty soon here, and then we'll go on to the next, well, this morning, what I did this morning. Let's see, just kind of plopping in some benches on the other side, and lots of trash cans. There's trash cans everywhere, as there should be. So kind of plopping some of those in, and let's see, saving, and I think we're on the next day. Yeah, so I was thinking of putting in a outdoor theater, like an amphitheater or whatever, like, and at first I thought I would do benches, but then I thought, you know, the county youth fair that I go to is not permanent throughout the year. It's very temporary. They only use it during the season that they have the fair. So in the time between, I don't think they would really have permanent seating, very much permanent seating. So I think people would bring their own chairs, like camping chairs, to come watch something. We don't really have anything like this at the fair, but I just imagine that's what it would be like. Probably have a few fallen trees cut into benches, and that stump of the fallen tree is there too, a couple stumps. So that's what I put in there. So of course, where I am, there's a lot of specifically grown trees in specific spots. At least that's what I've noticed. So the trees are all planted evenly apart. So that's what I put there. And then we're just trying to make it look a little less stoic, or just plain, you know? I need some coffee or something. So that makes that area. I put in a couple of rugs that I think could be like blankets that people brought to lay on. My family used to have a army rug just like that. We probably still have it somewhere, and we'd bring it to the beach or somewhere to just lay down on. And then I thought the other white one would be like somebody's like painter's tarp or something like that, and they brought that to sit on. We have a painter's tarp as well that my dad has, and it's just covered in paint splatters, and then in the back just some beach towels to lay down on. And of course, no movie would be complete without a snack, so we included a vendor, and I don't know what kind of vendor I put in there. I just kind of grabbed one and plopped it in there. So that's what I have there. And then we need more vendors, of course, so I grabbed a bunch of different types and just shoved them right next to that area. I still wanted that kind of jumbled vendor feel, like there was still like a ton of vendors, so I put them back to back, and there's just the 5 of them there, but there's definitely a good choice of food. And then I put in that path, and I wanted to plop in, I thought people would probably cut through there, so that's why there's those brown lines of dirt. And then of course people would be eating, so I plopped in some more picnic tables. I actually think I scooted them over. Yeah, I scooted them all over to make them more closer to the vendors. And more trash cans, because people happen to make a lot of trash. And yes, I did put in a woohoo bush by the barn in the theater area, but you know what? I thought it just looked nice, okay? People can use it how they please. You can pee in it if you want, you can sleep in it, you can woohoo if you want, but I just thought it looked nice. Now maybe this is the amphitheater that I'm thinking of. I don't know what it's called, but this is to perform music on. Misstory kind of gave me this idea. She had suggested it on, I think, Twitter, because I had posted, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what to do and stuff, so she gave me a couple ideas. So I added in some lights, and then in my town, I live in a beach town back home where I grew up, and there's a lot of like big sculptures and art, so I thought I would put that on the stage because I just thought it looked nice. And then we include some instruments, And the roof stays the same. We tried to put on the whatever I'm trying to put on just then, but I couldn't, it wouldn't work for some reason, so whatever. Whew, yawning, sorry. Of course you need some lights. I didn't like the way it looked, but we need them, so I put them in there. Then I thought maybe some more lighting by the movie theater area, but no, I changed my mind. And then this looks kind of silly, but it makes sense to me that it would be roped off for certain ages, such as if there was a certain performer that was kind of older and they wanted people to be able to have alcohol, they'd have to be 21 or older to get in, or maybe 18, it depends on where you live, I guess. So I wanted it to be like paid, like you would have to pay for a ticket to get in. It wasn't just free. And this waiter's stand is kind of the ticket area where I can imagine people standing and checking your bags, checking to make sure that you're not bringing anything illegal in, something like that, and collecting your tickets. And that sign would be like no water bottles or no alcohol or something like that. And then as I was looking for something else, I found a map and I was like, oh, that's perfect, that looks great, I'm gonna just plop that over there. And then this would probably be the posters for the performer that was showing. So I like that. Later I put in some street lamps and it has the same posters on it, which I thought was awesome. And just randomly I found these and I thought it was a great kind of curtain for the back of the theater. And then more signs that would probably say who's performing today. And then I kind of work on that area a little bit more, but after that I went and I thought maybe we could have a wedding area because I don't know what else to do with this space back here. So we get a wedding arch and plop in some chairs, some folding chairs, nothing too fancy because this is a fair after all, nothing too crazy. Gotta fix those chairs, there we go. And then, oh my gosh, my computer is going to sleep because it's been so long. Are we still recording? Okay. My screens just went black. I was like, wait. Okay. That's how long I've been recording. It's been already like 23 minutes, guys. This is crazy. What a long build. Okay. It took me about 2.5 hours to do this completely. Oh my goodness. But I had, like, again, I'm telling you, I had fun. Now this microphone would either be for a family member or a friend to give a speech or for a performer to sing. I was going to put one in the middle of the arch for like the priest or the pastor or whoever was marrying the couple to speak into, but then I liked it better on the side, so that's what I did. And then a little bit of a reception area, just a tiny one, nothing too big, nothing that's taking up a lot of space. A bar, of course, for some drinks to celebrate. And then I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this extra space back here. Oh, a bathroom, perfect. So I hit a bathroom back there, and then we had that other extra space, so I put in some other foliage, including a llama bush, because that's awesome. I thought that was really cool. I thought this could be like really overgrown and not really taken care of, just letting it go crazy and grow however it wanted to. So that's why it's just shoved a ton of bushes back there and grass. Whew, gotta make it dirt because grass or flowers grow in dirt, not grass. Well, I guess it does. Whatever. Anyway, connecting the paths, people, lots of foot traffic, so we're made some dirt spots, and then we got to make this look a little more nice for the wedding, so we're just plopping in some flowers. That took me a second to get straight. I don't know if it is straight to begin with or to end with, I mean. And then I found this and I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is like signifying the music park, so I just shoved that back there. And then I thought there could be a little bit of a nice sitting area over here. Not creepy people, but like maybe somebody's just happened to come to this side of the park and they're just sitting down with their lemonade, just sipping it. And oh my gosh, there's a wedding going on. We're gonna creep and people watch on that because I could see that happening quite a bit. And we put in another bench for more seating there. And some more foliage because it just looked a little bare to me. I still need to work on my foliage skills, but I think I did okay. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. And then I thought, well, you know, we should probably include a vendor here. It's the perfect spot for one. If people are going to be stopping and having, you know, a sit down, then people are going to take advantage of that and sell them stuff. So we got a coffee and tea vendor. And this is just like a little cafe area to sit down at. Included some nice pots, and then I remembered there was these really cool pots, like a pot of three, there it is, that I thought looked really cool and I thought I should put in there, so I did. I just wanted it to look nice and colorful, just like a little cafe area, so that's what that is. And then we need some more foliage over here, guys, so we're plopping in some more. Scooting things around that I put in, adding some more foliage. And there's that area almost finished, I believe. Just some more foliage, of course, why not? So that's the wedding area, adding in a little bit of dirt because that's where the employees would have walked. And now over here is one of my favorite parts. This is a painting class. It's actually inspired by the classes that I went to with my mom. So it's actually a wine and canvas kind of idea. So there's the bar, so people can get their drinks while they're working. And then, of course, the teacher has the nicest easel, so that's what that one is. And the front is just a little bit different. And then connecting some paths here, and then we add in some more foliage because foliage is so important. So after that, we added a little bit more detail to the painting area, I believe. Let's watch. Okay, yeah, so I found this little table. I had it in mind that would have their art supplies in it, like their brushes, and probably have their water cups on top, and then a chair, a stool to sit down on while they paint. Of course, this doesn't happen in The Sims, but it does in real life, so that's what I included there. And we needed some lights to light up the area. At first I was going to do those lights, but then I found this light and I was like, oh my gosh, look, it has the same sign as in the performance park. So I went ahead and did that. And let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm getting notification after notification. Oh my gosh. It's on my watch. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. As you saw for a second there, though, I did check the lighting of the park at night. And this is my favorite tree in the whole game. The one with the lanterns hanging from it. I love putting it in with the green leaves and the white lanterns, so I put that in. I thought that would just be a really nice ambiance for while you're painting. And then a little bonfire where people can sit and chat. I put in a little bit of a cooler there so they could bring their own, somebody probably brought that cooler actually with their own drinks, and of course sand around the pit. So we put that in, and of course the dirt. Just kind of filled that in there. Yep. And of course, nowhere is complete without a vendor. So we got Mexican and American food there. And I thought that was appropriate because I feel like after you come out of those petting zoos or whatever, you're just in the mood for like a greasy burger. After seeing the cows, you know. I'm just kidding, but like also kind of not. If you're weird like me, you're like, oh, these animals are so cute. Oh man, now I'm hungry. It's not quite like that. I don't know why I'm saying that, but like, yeah, whatever. Over here, I was putting in a speaker so that people could hear the performance a little bit better. And then I needed to put in, I didn't need to do it, but I put in that guy, a little street performer. I think that they would have set that up there, but originally there was benches there to sit down at, so that's why it's a little cramped over there, because that street vendor just kind of found, or street performer just kind of found the best place that they could settle in and play some music, and that's where that was. So there's that. And then of course gotta fix the grass, make it look a little more stepped on and used and that sort of thing. So oh yeah, and then I got these, oh, this is like the ticket booth for the carousel. I put that in the middle there. And then I've got these art gallery things that you sell art on, and I couldn't find the debug paintings to put on there, so I just kind of found what I could to put on there that looks like it could be a painting or something like that. So many yawns, I'm so sorry. I'm not really trying to, but I guess it is what it is. So these could be, when I go to the wine and canvas with my mom, we sit down and the whole entire room is covered in paintings that have been done previously. So I thought these could be previous classes, previous paintings from previous classes or something like that. And then I found these books and I wanted to put them down inside there, so that's what I did. And I'm getting another notification. Leave me alone. Let me just delete that. Okay. And this is kind of a merch shop for whoever is performing at the park. You can grab a poster there. You can grab their CD, which is what that book is supposed to be. You can actually, again, get posters, and then you can actually get some swag. Oh, this is a sign that has like lists prices for you, but grab a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, something like that from them. I thought that was a fun idea. And then a table with which to buy stuff, and now that was interesting to try and find stuff to sell on there. Added a light for when it's dark out, but added some more books. I don't know what that would be, but there it is. Some more t-shirts. I thought some toothbrushes could be like pens or something like that. Some extra storage underneath, and I think that's all we put in there. And then we put in some more artsy stuff over here, some canvases, some drawing art canvases here as well. More foliage. There's gonna be a lot of more, well, maybe not, but I was trying to fill in the foliage, and then I wanted to kind of connect the other side of the park to this side, so I grabbed those same lights from the other side and plopped them in. And then I decided that people would probably be sitting down at the concert. It's just a chill during the day concert, most usually. So I grabbed some towels I'll be sitting on, some camp chairs as well. Just kind of, and then I was like, oh, people need to get up to the stage. Oh, they can't because this is a diagonal building. So I had to put in that little plop right there, which I actually think turned out pretty nice. I think it looks pretty good. So we put that in there. And forgot the microphone, so I just plopped some in as well. Some more chairs. Some more chairs. More foliage. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Quality content right here. You're witnessing history being made right now. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the carousel area looked a little bare, so I just needed to put in some greenery there. a couple of trees as well, because you can never have enough trees. Birch trees are my favorite, or aspen, or whatever they are, so I put those in there. Kind of grabbed some trees that Misstory had used and used that. Put in some grass and put in some more shrubbery there because it looked like it needed something, and moved that trash can over there. And then, let's see. More benches. I didn't really know what to put in that area because I would assume you'd have to pay to get in, so the parents would probably just be sitting there and watching their kids on the carousel. I don't think people would really sit and do much there. So, yeah, more foliage. Surprise! More foliage. And I think that just about wraps up the park, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a comment or a like down below letting me know. If you really enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out and it makes my day, so thank you so much in advance. And if you're interested in following me on social media, all the information is in the description below. So you can follow me on like Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. I have a Symboler on there. I have my legacy story on there. You can follow me on the gallery if you want to download this, M3W LISSA. And if you're interested in following Misstory, her information should be down below as well. So here in just a second, we're gonna go into a little bit of a walkthrough of the park, or of my side of the park anyway. And I will leave you here. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye guys.